After seeing this is successful, and I don't know the cost of it, but the cost, I'm sure it will be cheaper than any other cost which others are going to quote. So it is a huge success for us, and also it will enable us to earn a lot of finance, money from international community. Now that's what I am happy.
Welcome back. We are now getting some breaking news on the broadcast, and this concerns PTI Chief Imran Khan, who remains in solitary confinement at the Adiala jail, and this is now entering its 22nd day. No meetings have been allowed today as well, and the last visit from his sister Alima Khan, remember, took place on the 2nd of December. Now, in response, Alima Khan and other PTI leaders have announced a sit-in protest outside the Adiala jail. Party workers are chanting slogans against the jail administration, the police, the military establishment and the Shehbaz Sharif government. My colleague Akanksha Swaroop is now with us on the broadcast. Akanksha, the status quo as far as Imran Khan's confinement stays.
Right. We had its 22nd day of Imran Khan's solitary confinement. The last meeting that he had with his sister was allowed on 2nd of December. And his sister Alima Khan and PTI leaders are continuing to protest outside the Adiala jail. There were also reports indicating that he may be moved out. And they are all saying that they are not afraid of any of the crackdowns on their protests, whether they are going to use water cannons on the protesters, shelling or bullets. And Punjab, as we all know, has used water cannons on the last two protests and dispersed the workers of PTI forcefully. And Alima Khan has gone on to, in fact, issue a statement for Asim Munir, saying that if Field Marshal Asim Munir wants to talk to Imran Khan, he has to come to Adiala jail. Imran Khan will never talk with thieves and corrupt regimes. The Field Marshal has to tell why he has put Imran Khan in solitary confinement. She's also again raising the issue of how this is a human rights violation to keep Imran Khan in jail for so long. And she's in fact attacked the entire fear that's gripping the military establishment because of the popularity of Imran Khan, and also threatened that if there's any attempt to move him out of the Adiala jail, it will trigger a complete shutdown of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. So remember, all of this is happening after on Saturday Imran Khan was sentenced to 17 years in the Toshkhana corruption case. He, along with his wife, have, of course, both of them were sentenced, but they have both denied the accusation.
Right, Akanksha, thank you so much for all of those inputs. Now we are shifting our focus to the state of Tamil Nadu. Let's take a look at all the developments ahead of assembly elections in the state, where we're learning that the NDA and the AIADMK have now initiated seat-sharing talks for the 2026 assembly polls in the state. According to sources, the AIADMK is likely to offer 30 seats to the Bharatiya Janata Party, which is 10 more than the number of seats the party contested on during the previous elections. Union Minister Piyush Goyal, who is the Bharatiya Janata Party's Tamil Nadu election in charge, met AIADMK General Secretary Edupike Palaniswamy to discuss the seat-sharing arrangements. The AIADMK has reportedly proposed contesting 170 seats while allocating 30 seats to the Bharatiya Janata Party and 23 to the PMK. The BJP is seeking a larger share of the seats to expand its presence in Tamil Nadu, remember.
I am indeed delighted to be in Chennai and meet my dear friend and brother Edapadi Palaniswamy ji, who has led the Bharatiya Janata Party, AIADMK and other NDA alliance partners. We had very good meetings, we had very good discussions about strengthening our political work together, about fighting the 2026 assembly elections as a family, the NDA family, and under the leadership and guidance of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. we are very confident that NDA will have a sweeping victory in the 2026 elections.
See, they are in alliance and they have appointed these three people to take charge of Tamil Nadu affairs, and they have come and met their alliance partners. See, everybody knows that why Edappadi has fallen at the feet of BJP, because of his corruption. And BJP is threatening him with ED and other agencies. Everybody knows. What Piyush Goyal, they talk about corruption, but where is corruption? They have not made any charge.
This is election season. The BJP election in charge has come here. You held a meeting. What are your plans? What is the BJP strategy for 2026?
No, we are very happy that our Piyush ji and Meghwal ji has come here as in charge. Both are very well versed in electoral work. Honorable Piyush ji was with us in 2019 and Meghwal ji was in Puducherry to bring NDA. So definitely NDA will be more successful and we will dethrone DMK. Our total agenda is to dethrone DMK and to bring NDA into power.
Can we expect more smaller parties to be roped in, considering...
That and all will be decided by our in-charges and our national party. As Karyakartas will convey our view about local politics and it is up to them to decide, but we are very hopeful we will become very stronger alliance.
Tamil Nadu is the potential area for now NDA. So NDA public also interested to planning to vote to NDA. So NDA is and Piyush Goyal is the election king. West Bengal, he done so many things scenario. So he came to Tamil Nadu. It may expected great change. First round, general discussion with ADMK and New Justice Party. In future, next stage anyway, year after he will planning to come every 10 days once a year. So next step it may come.
Let me take this across to my colleague Purnima Murli, who is now with us on the broadcast. Purnima, 10 more seats from last time to the Bharatiya Janata Party. That is what has been decided. What has led to this understanding between AIADMK and the BJP in Tamil Nadu?
Well, with just 5 months to go for the elections, the seat sharing talks between the AIADMK and the BJP, the seat sharing talks have begun. Sources from the AIADMK say that this time the AIADMK plans to contest from 170 seats and they aim to do that, and they will give the remaining seats to the alliance partners. The BJP is keen that last time they contested from 20 seats for the 2021 State Assembly polls. This time they want more because sources from the BJP say that they have 11% vote share. So proportionate to that is the number of seats that they would like to contest from, and they've also identified few constituencies where the BJP seems to have emerged stronger. So this was the first round of talks, but BJP is also keen that they contest in more than 20 seats. Last time they were given 20. This time they are eyeing at least for 40 is what sources say. But talks have begun and they are confident that they will get more seats than last time, and seat sharing talks will continue, and they are also planning to bring in smaller alliance partners. That is going to be the first focus for both the BJP and the AIADMK. This includes parties like the DMDK founded by late Vijay Khan, and also PMK headed by Ramdas. So these are some of the parties that they'll try and woo for the NDA front. So that is going to be the first priority, and seat sharing talks will continue in the coming weeks as well.
Right, absolutely. And what is the mood in the other camp, Purnima, considering there is some back channel talk that one is learning of between the Congress and Vijay's party? What is the DMK really saying about it? Do we see DMK on the back foot right ahead of elections in the state?
Well, on the record and off the record, DMK says that the alliance with the Congress is very much intact. In fact, today the INDI bloc is staging protests against the renaming of the Manrega bill. Congress has also sent representatives for the protest that is spearheaded by the DMK. So all is well is what both of them maintain on the record, and political analysts say that Congress is also trying to posture itself so that it gets more seats. Considering the Congress's performance in the recently held Bihar elections, Congress may not get the number of seats that they would like to contest from, and therefore these speculations about Congress Vijay talks ongoing is also something that political analysts say will only be an attempt by the Congress to get more seats from the DMK for the 2026 State Assembly polls.
Well, absolutely, Purnima. Thank you so much for all of those details emerging out of the state of Tamil Nadu. With that, we're shifting our focus to cricket. Pakistan's Under-19 Asia Cup win over India has triggered fresh controversy. The PCB chief Mohsin Naqvi has accused Indian players of provocative behaviour and plans to approach the ICC now, even as the Asia Cup trophy itself becomes part of the debate.
The aftershocks of Pakistan's emphatic Under-19 Asia Cup triumph over India have spilled beyond the boundary ropes, with controversy erupting over on-field conduct and PCB chief Mohsin Naqvi's pointed reaction, all while the Asia Cup trophy itself became part of the narrative. Mohsin Naqvi said on Monday that the Pakistan Cricket Board would formally approach the International Cricket Council over what he termed provocative behaviour by Indian players during the Under-19 Asia Cup final in Dubai. Pakistan crushed India by 191 runs at the ICC Academy, posting 347 for 8 before bowling their rivals out for 156. The boys in green clinched their first Under-19 Asia Cup title in 13 years and only the second in the tournament's history. The final was marred by repeated verbal exchanges between players from both sides, with several clips circulating widely on social media. While addressing media at a reception hosted by Pakistan Prime Minister for the victorious Under-19 team, Naqvi accused Indian players of repeatedly provoking Pakistani cricketers. Indian players kept provoking Pakistani players during the Under-19 Asia Cup final. Pakistan will formally inform the ICC about the incident. Politics and sports should always be kept separate, Naqvi said. Adding another layer to the controversy, Naqvi was seen celebrating Pakistan's Under-19 triumph while personally handing over the trophy, even as the senior men's Asia Cup trophy, which belongs to India, remains locked in his cabin at the ACC headquarters in Dubai. India's Under-19 players, meanwhile, skipped the podium and collected their medals quietly. The grand finale against Pakistan was the only game India lost in the youth tournament, yet the BCCI is expected to seek an explanation from India Under-19 captain Ayush Matre and head coach Rishikesh Kanitkar following the runners-up finish. In a rivalry where symbolism often speaks louder than statements, the Asia Cup trophy has once again found itself at the centre of a storm.
And more on cricket. India's biggest stars are back on the domestic grind. Virat Kohli returns to the Vijay Hazare Trophy after 15 years as Delhi face Andhra, in fact, and Rohit Sharma turns out for Mumbai in Jaipur, bringing rare star power to India's premier one-day tournament.
Domestic cricket has returned to the spotlight, with several senior Indian players set to feature in the opening round of the Vijay Hazare Trophy. Delhi are among the teams generating the most buzz, with Virat Kohli and Rishabh Pant expected to play their opening game against Andhra beginning on December 24th. Images from Delhi's training session at the BCCI Centre of Excellence in Bengaluru have gone viral. Kohli was spotted having a conversation with Pant and also training alongside Ishant Sharma. Kohli's return is particularly noteworthy as it marks his first appearance in the Vijay Hazare Trophy in 15 years. Rishabh Pant's inclusion is equally significant. The wicketkeeper batter is keen to re-establish himself in white ball cricket after spending much of the past year on the sidelines, and the Vijay Hazare Trophy presents him a timely platform to regain rhythm and confidence. The renewed focus on domestic cricket isn't just limited to Delhi. Mumbai's Rohit Sharma has also returned to the grind, turning out for his state side in Jaipur. While Delhi, powered by Virat Kohli, will face Andhra in Bengaluru, Mumbai, featuring Rohit Sharma, are set to take on Sikkim at the Savai Mansingh Stadium. Unlike Virat Kohli, who will play behind closed doors, Rohit is expected to draw a sizable crowd in Jaipur. According to several reports, the Rajasthan Cricket Association organized a brief felicitation ceremony for the former Indian captain on Tuesday, which was witnessed by the fans who had gathered at the venue. Rohit was later seen training in the nets and inspecting the Jaipur pitch ahead of the contest. Indian stalwarts are making a conscious shift back to the domestic circuit, representing their home teams as the season gathers momentum. Kohli and Rohit, both returning to the Vijay Hazare Trophy after long gaps, have ensured that the domestic tournament begins with unprecedented attention and anticipation.
And let's now take a look at some of the other news stories doing the rounds. DRDO has successfully completed user evaluation trials of the next generation Akash missile systems, clearing the path for induction into the Indian Armed Forces. Featuring an indigenous RF seeker, dual pulse rocket motor and fully homegrown radar and command systems, Akash NG demonstrated high accuracy against diverse aerial threats. The US Supreme Court rejected President Donald Trump's request to deploy the National Guard in Chicago to protect ICE agents. The decision halts federal intervention in the city, reinforcing limits on executive power over state-controlled forces amid ongoing immigration enforcement tensions. A private jet carrying Libya's military chief, 4 senior officers and 3 crew members crashed shortly after takeoff from Ankara in Turkey. All 7 on board were killed. Libyan officials confirmed the crash was caused by technical malfunction, triggering investigations into aircraft safety. Actor Ranveer Singh has reportedly stepped away from Farhan Akhtar's Dawn 3 following the strong success of Dhurandhar. The actor is now reshuffling his lineup and focusing on a new zombie-based film tentatively titled Pralay, signaling a shift in his career priorities. And on that note, I go into a very short break. News and updates continue on CNN News 8.
This is News 18 Network. India's largest news network.
Let's just go across to Dr. Gartachar first. Now, Doctor, it is mission accomplished. Of course, beyond the scientific jargon there, we also heard the ISRO chief announcing the success of this mission. If you could just tell, for the benefit of our viewers, what this really means for India.
Okay, the question is for me. I think there's a great confidence that has been vested in ISRO community, the launch vehicle team, as well as the other ground support system, and the safety and the other related ground stations, as well as support throughout the world. Not only whenever we launch a satellite, it's not only just the launch vehicle tracked from Sriharikota or Indian ground station, but the support comes from the entire global community, where we have our own ISTRAC satellite ground station, ground control points, as well as supported by they are supported by other agencies with whom we have collaboration to ensure every small details are properly tracked, and every moment is reported suitably to take any action required by the team. So this is a great moment for all of us. Again, I'm telling you that second time that, of course, this is a very, very, as Chairman ISRO said, the reward of the work is more work. Reward of the work is more work. That means people have confidence in us. the global community has seen that we can perform.
Hello and welcome. You're watching CNN News 18 with me, Hem Korsara, and here's a look at what we're tracking for you at this hour. India summons Bangladesh High Commissioner for the second time in a week. World takes note. US lawmakers demand elections in Bangladesh. Osman Hadi's brother claims he was killed to delay elections. Remark blows the lid off Yunus's blame on India for Hadi's killing. Meanwhile, Yunus administration censures TV anchor for alleged anti-Bangladesh stance. Outrage over Deepu Chandradas's killing grows. BJP urges Hindus to block Bangladesh border in Bengal to protest atrocities. Court dismisses Yogi government's plea to withdraw 2015 Akhlaq Lynching Case. Family welcomes justice while all accused remain out on bail. The Delhi High Court suspends the life sentence awarded to expelled BJP leader Kuldeep Singh Sengar, convicted and sentenced to life imprisonment in the Unnao rape case. Amid row over Delhi Minister Sirsa posting pictures of using top-end air purifier, Union Minister Gadkari takes a bold stand, links patriotism to war on pollution. After the recent debacle, powers to come together for Pune municipal polls. Meanwhile, BJP and Shiv Sena seal pact for elections. Violence erupts in Assam's West Karbi Anglong. Tribals clash with alleged illegal settlers. Internet suspended. DGP attacked. ISRO's LVM-3 rockets BlueBird into space from Sriharikota, deploying India's largest commercial communications satellite in low Earth orbit.
Majestic liftoff.
Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli return to domestic cricket in Vijay Hazare Trophy for Mumbai and Delhi respectively. Days after heartbreak at the Under-19 Asia Cup, teen sensation Vaibhav Suryavanshi silences critics with a blistering 36-ball ton against Arunachal Pradesh in Vijay Hazare Trophy, becoming the youngest centurion in history of List A cricket. Now, as Delhi grapples with toxic smog, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari acknowledged that the transport sector is a major contributor of pollution, accounting for around 40% of the city's air pollution, stressing the urgent need to reduce reliance on fossil fuels. He also highlighted India's annual expenditure of nearly 22 lakh crore rupees on imports and questioned the sustainability of such dependence. He's called for promoting electric and hydrogen-powered vehicles to achieve zero pollution and has linked the move to a form of true nationalism, reducing imports while boosting exports. Listen to this.
मैं 2 दिन मुश्किल से रहता हूं, इन्फेक्शन हो गया। ये दिल्ली पूरा प्रदूषण से त्रस्त है। क्यों है? मैं ट्रांसपोर्ट मंत्री हूं, 40% हमारे कारण होता है, क्योंकि ये फॉसिल फ्यूल, पेट्रोल, डीजल। सुदर्शन जी कितने बार मुझे कहते थे कि इस देश का किसान अन्नदाता नहीं, ऊर्जादाता बनेगा, ईंधन दाता बनेगा, हवाई ईंधन दाता बनेगा। अब सब बन गया, बिटुमिन भी बन गया, पर कोई विश्वास रखने के लिए तैयार नहीं। और आज भी इतना 22 लाख करोड़ हम खर्चा कर रहे हैं। अब ये राष्ट्रवाद कैसा होगा? इस देश में 22 लाख करोड़ रुपए हम लोग फॉसिल फ्यूल इंपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, देश में प्रदूषण दे रहे हैं।
All right, for more on this, we have Arun Dhanta live with us. Arun, thank you so much for joining us there. Him linking, of course, the fight against toxic smog to true nationalism, also highlighting the amount that is allocated to cars and transport and its contribution when it comes to pollution as Delhi remains engulfed in this toxic haze. What's your assessment of these comments?
Well, see, it's a big statement coming from Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, who in fact holds that portfolio of roads and transport. And we haven't heard anybody as big as Nitin Gadkari talking about Delhi's pollution. And he's very categorically saying that 40% pollution comes from the vehicles, the department that he holds. And in fact, we have seen what people of Delhi are facing these days. Delhi government, Manjinder Singh Sirsa, who's the environment minister, in fact, has apologized to the people of Delhi, saying that they could not control the pollution. In fact, he said that it's just 7-8 months and any government cannot do it in this period. They need a longer period. They need larger time to actually curb the pollution. But the fact here is that Nitin Gadkari, of course, coming out and making that statement saying that 40% pollution. In fact, there has not been any study as of now, which also a criticism which Delhi government is facing, that why we do not have any concrete study about the different aspects or the reasons of the pollutions in Delhi. But Nitin Gadkari, saying this, that 40% pollution comes from the vehicle side, it is significant. And we have seen even in the past, Nitin Gadkari has been speaking about the alternate fuels. He highlighted this fact that how India is spending 22 lakh crore annually on the fossil fuel that we import from outside. And he's also pitching for more exports than imports, and also making that comparison that the real nationalism is this when you make a country pollution free. So that's a big statement coming from a union minister, and also of course a message to his own party, because right now, of course, even if he doesn't do anything in this regard, in pollution's regard, but he will get the sympathy. But at least that he has accepted this problem, that it is because of the pollution, and especially taking the onus on his ministry. So therefore, it's a big statement coming from Nitin Gadkari's side. On one hand, in Delhi, we are seeing this politics between Delhi government and Aam Aadmi Party, where both of them blaming each other. BJP is saying that it's because of the misrule of Aam Aadmi Party that people of Delhi are witnessing.
Absolutely, Arun. In fact, I was just going to come to this also. This is, of course, a big statement given the politics that we've seen break out over the issue of pollution. We saw the letter by the Lieutenant Governor to the Aam Aadmi Party also talking about how they had a major role to play when it comes to Delhi's worsening air pollution, and the responses that we've seen to that also. Also, earlier we were reporting how all of these stations, monitoring stations, they aren't built as per the guidelines that have been set forth for them. Of course, it's a long road ahead when it comes to really tackling this annual crisis that we face.
Well, see, there are specific areas in Delhi where you have extreme AQI level, which is beyond 450 right now. And in fact, as you talked about this letter of LG to Arvind Kejriwal yesterday, that also flagged about that how Arvind Kejriwal's government in last 11